It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he finally steps out, but it seems the damage has been done. That's down inside the enemy 40.
There's one less thing now this offense got to worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be... And then, boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They're now set for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back sorry. We did not give you any chance.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here we go, right up the gut. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Broncos take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Rush coming for Wilson. Hits his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You see the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Wilson on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Touchdown, Seattle! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. This first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. He took it all the way. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a return. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That one's caught on the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out with 3rd and 4. Wilson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To throw, here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Bronco. With our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the well again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
It is caught left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Pass play on 1st and 10. That's complete. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And the Seahawks pick it up!
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Wilson on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Plowing up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Finds him on the slant. And this one doesn't go far. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Seahawks facing a 3rd and 6. Motioning the tight end left. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. It's a Seattle touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. On the return, here comes McKenzie. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Rolling left, buying some time. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Buying some time right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. But the Broncos will get it back. Whew, heads up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
First time this game they've looked to him. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Setting up the screen. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now. Wilson now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That's good for 7 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Wilson to throw it. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He's trying to push the field. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And this one doesn't make it into the landing zone. It comes down shy of the 20, and by the new rules this year, that means the ball is going to be placed at the 40-yard line. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throw from Wilson. Dumped off to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Wilson on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Hits his running back. Keeps it moving. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing it to start this drive. Finds him on the crossing route. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Getting out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Lays out left side and gets it.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee you. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Throw on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but, man, they would have loved the touchdown more.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Short pass brought in. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 27. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Wilson throwing 3rd and 1. He completes it in traffic. And he gets this forward to the 19. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Completed to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He cuts it to the right sideline. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Broncos football as we enter the 4th of what's been a largely one-sided game. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They'll throw it. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Finds his back complete. They gain 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, they'll run. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision. But when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Rush coming for Wilson. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down. They'll run here from the gun. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing